Good morning. Welcome for today's morning meditation, February the 26th. Always we start our meditation by paying respect so that we open the heart, we align, we connect with the higher energies. We can all pay respect in our own way. A Buddhist, Christian, whoever can pay respect in their own way. And if we have no spiritual tradition, we can pay respect to all that is holy in the universe. Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Buddhang Dhammang Sanghang Saranang Gacchami. We close the eyes, we open the heart. We bring the attention to the body, being aware of the sensations all around the body. Being aware of the body posture with the back comfortably straight. Bringing our attention to the body, to the present. And we can visualize ourselves as we sit here, where we send our attention, we send our mental energy. So by visualizing our body, we're sending our attention, our energy back to our own body. We bring the attention to the breathing. We can focus our attention at the nose, where we feel the sensation of the breath as it passes the nostril. Just keeping our attention at that one point at the gateway of the breath. Or we can focus our attention at the lower abdomen, as we feel the abdomen rising on the in-breath, falling on the out-breath. So we decide where we prefer to keep our attention, and we keep the attention there. We keep the attention with the breathing. We keep our attention with the body. We don't send our attention, our energy outside the body. We keep our attention with the present. We don't brood over the past. We don't worry about the future. Just being aware of the present moment as it arises, as it passes away. Being aware of the breathing in, being aware of the breathing out. Being aware of the body, being aware of the mind, being aware of all that contacts the mind, being aware of all that contacts the mind through the 5 bodily senses. Being aware of all that contacts the mind through the mind itself. Being aware of all the thoughts, the memories, the feelings, the states of mind. Being aware of all that contacts the mind from outside, from inside, and simply letting it go. We don't react, we don't get entangled. We stay with the knowing nature of the mind. We don't send the mind out to what the mind knows. We keep our attention centered with the breathing. When the mind is contacted through any one of the 6 ways, through the 5 bodily senses, through the mind itself, we observe it, we let it go. We bring the attention back to the breathing, back to the present. We don't try to control or force the breathing. We don't try to control or force the mind. Just being aware of all that contacts the mind, all that appears in the mind. We watch it as it arises. We watch it as it passes away. If we take interest in what forms in the mind, either with like or with dislike, then we pour our mental energy into this mental process. We pump it up. We make it bigger and bigger. But just being aware and letting go, the heart stays clear and open. We train the mind in mindfulness. Mindfulness means to know, to be aware. What is contacting the mind? What is contacting the heart right now? What is forming at the heart right now? And we train the mind to have the wisdom to let it go. Keeping our attention centered with the breathing, we patiently train our mindfulness, being aware of the breathing, being aware of whatever contacts the mind from outside, from inside. We observe it, we let it go, we bring the attention back to the breathing. Sometimes the mind can run away, thinking about past, thinking about future. The mind can dream and drift away. But when we realize our attention has wandered, we simply bring the attention back to the breathing, back to the present. Always with patience. We can't force the mind. We can only patiently train the mind. We patiently bring our attention back to the breathing, back to the present, again and again and again. In time, the mindfulness becomes sharper, more refined. The attention stays longer and longer with the breathing, with the present. We train the mind to have the wisdom to let go by always observing the impermanent nature of all that contacts the heart, all that forms at the heart. Being aware of the impermanent nature of this body. This body composed of earth, water, wind, fire, solids, liquids, gases, heat. We borrow these elements for a time to form this body, and while we have this body, these components are always changing, always being replaced. The fire element, the body heat, is generated and dissipated from moment to moment to moment. The wind element, the breath, comes into the lungs, stays for the duration of one breath, and it's gone. The water element, the liquids in the body, they stay for a period of so many days. The blood, the lymph, the saliva, and so on. After a period of days, all replaced. The earth element, the solid parts, after a period of years, even the bones are all completely replaced. So we borrow these elements to form this body, and while we have this body, these components are always changing, always being replaced, impermanent. And sooner or later, the time comes, we must give it all back. Earth to earth, water to water, wind to wind, fire to fire. Nothing remains of this body to call me or mine. All impermanent. All belongs to the world, and we must give it all back. Being aware of the sensations of this body, impermanent moments of sensation from an impermanent body. These sensations through the eye, the ear, the nose, the tongue, the bodily sensations, all impermanent, all momentary, moments of sensation arising and passing away. Being aware of the mental events. The thoughts appear like bubbles in the mind. They arise, they pass away. The feelings, the memories, the states of mind, they all appear, they all pass away. The states of mind, like the clouds in the sky. Sometimes we look at the sky, all we see are clouds. Same with the heart. These states of mind, they cover the heart, but in time they all pass away. The clouds pass away, leaving the sky clear and open. These states of mind all pass away, leaving the heart clear and open. So we train the mind to always observe this impermanent nature. And when the mind really sees at a deep level in meditation this impermanent nature, the mind can see, this is not me, this is not mine. The mind can let it go. The heart can let it go. It's one thing to know at an intellectual level that the body components are impermanent, the mental events are impermanent. This is obvious. But when we see this at a deep level in meditation, it's a different kind of knowing, a much deeper knowing. It's an understanding which really goes deep into the heart. And the heart can let go. And in letting go, we find the real happiness. The happiness based on wisdom, the happiness which grows with every step along the spiritual path, as we can let go on deeper and more refined levels. The heart is not permanent. The heart is not impermanent. The heart is timeless. We stay with the timeless, knowing nature of the heart. The heart finds its normal, natural state of inner peace, inner happiness, inner contentment. So by keeping our attention centered with the breathing, being aware of the body, being aware of the heart, just knowing and letting go, the heart becomes more and more at peace, more calm, more cool, more collected. And as we keep our attention with the breathing, with the body, we don't scatter our attention, we don't scatter our energy to the outside. We keep our energy with the body where the energy increases. The mental energies become more and more unified. The heart becomes more and more unified, no longer fragmented. As the heart becomes more unified, the heart becomes more and more energized. As the heart becomes more energized, we feel a lightness within. In time, we see a brightness within. As the heart becomes more energized, the heart becomes more and more at peace. The heart becomes more stable, more secure, not shaken by the winds of the emotions. We watch over the heart, simply being aware and letting go. The heart becomes more at peace, more energized. And as the heart becomes more energized, the energy field of the heart becomes wider and wider. As the energy field of the heart expands, our consciousness expands. Our area of consciousness expands. And as the heart becomes brighter and brighter, we become more awake, more alive, more alert. As the heart becomes brighter and brighter, filled with this life force energy of the universe, we become more and more alive. And as the heart becomes brighter and brighter, we raise our consciousness higher and higher. When we make the heart very clean, very clear, very spacious, very bright, we raise the consciousness higher and higher. We can have the consciousness of a heavenly being, a deva, while still in human body. But if we fill the heart with garbage, with greed, with anger, with jealousy, with spite, with malice, and so on, the consciousness becomes lower and lower. As the heart becomes darker and darker, the consciousness descends to lower and lower levels. We can have the consciousness of a subhuman while still in human body. But watching over the heart, being aware and letting go, refining the heart, strengthening the heart, purifying the heart becomes more clear, more clean, more and more refined, brighter and brighter, we raise our consciousness higher and higher. The heart becomes more at peace and more energized. We find an oasis of peace at the heart. We find our inner sanctuary of stillness, where the heart is still and at peace, but at the same time overflowing with happiness, overflowing with peace, overflowing with joy. The natural state of the heart is simply to be at peace, to be overflowing. So we find that non-attachment is not some state of cold, dry, uncaring indifference. Non-attachment is a state of overflowing. Overflowing with kindness, overflowing with compassion, overflowing with joy. Contentment. The heart becomes supremely content, contentedly supreme. And this energy overflowing from the heart, we can share with the world around us. We breathe in, focusing our attention at the heart chakra, with the intention, may I be happy, wishing happiness for ourselves. As we breathe in, the heart becomes energized. We can visualize the heart filling with light. And as we breathe out, we let the heart overflow with the intention, may all beings be happy. We can visualize the light of the heart flowing in all directions, above, below, all around. So breathing in, we energize the heart, wishing happiness for ourselves. Breathing out, we let the heart overflow, wishing happiness for all beings. The light of the heart flows in all directions, above, below, all around. Breathing in, we energize the heart, we fill the heart with light. Breathing out, we let the heart overflow in all directions. May all beings be happy. Breathing in, we breathe in the prana, the life force, the light force of the universe, into the heart chakra. Breathing out, we release, we radiate this life force, light force energy of the universe to the world around us. As we breathe in this life force energy of the universe, we uplift our own heart And as we radiate it out, we uplift the world around us. Breathing in, we energize the heart, we fill the heart with light. Breathing out, we let the heart overflow in all directions, above, below, and all around. May all beings be happy. And we observe our heart chakra. How does it feel? Does it feel more open, more refined, more at peace, more stable, more secure? Whatever way the heart feels, we observe it, we let it go. And we can be happy with ourselves, we can rejoice, we can be joyful that we start our day in the best way possible. We establish our mindfulness, we develop our wisdom, we clear the heart, clean the heart, energize the heart. We raise our consciousness and we share this energy of peace of the heart with the world around us. So we can be joyful that we start our day in this way. We rise, we shine. We bring the right hand to the heart chakra. The left hand joins the right hand, palms together. And now the heart is very strong, very bright. And with this strong, bright heart, we make the intention to continue with our spiritual practice, which means to avoid doing evil, to do good, and to purify the heart. We bring the hands to the forehead in gratitude, respect. Back down to the legs. We open the eyes and we keep the heart open. And I thank you for joining me in this morning meditation, and I wish you a day of peace. Bhavati Sarva Mangalam. May all blessings come to you.